Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the newest episode of the Strategic Logistics Insights podcast series. I hope you are in good health and well-being. And also, I hope you've enjoyed the 6 previous episodes and found them beneficial. By using the time efficiently, let me lead you to the world of strategic logistics management. In this episode, I am going to summarize the 7th chapter of the book, which is entitled Customer Service and Performance in Logistics. Since the 1980s, the international business environment has become increasingly competitive based on developments in communication and transportation technologies. However, this situation has also caused the global spread of various crises that arise due to competition conditions in developed economies. The crises that have arisen, whether financial, political, or health, have significantly affected and continue to affect the production sector, international trade, and, accordingly, the logistics sector. The United States, which has been the largest economy in the world, has led the world economy for many years, and other countries have tried to catch up. However, in recent years, China has taken its place in the neck of the running leader and has begun to threaten the leadership of the United States. Innovation, which is the driving force of diversification strategies, has an important place in this global race. Today, almost all advanced economies are implementing an innovation-driven customer satisfaction strategy, making it the focus of productivity growth, economic growth, and improved living standards. To achieve this goal, they are beginning to implement ambitious, forward-thinking, and well-funded strategies in many sectors, including logistics. As it is known, every business processes the inputs it supplies in its own processes, creating convergence or form benefit, the benefit of possession in the context of both the products and services it supplies and the services it sells, and the benefits of place and time by offering products and services to their customers wherever and whenever they want. These benefits of space and time correspond to 2 of the important elements that make up the mission of logistics. In this way, a product produced anywhere in the world can meet the buyer at a price that values in the market with the benefit of logistics and create customer satisfaction. However, in order for the products produced by the enterprises to be valued in the market, it is not enough to be ready on time and on the spot with the support of logistics. In order for a product or service to be valued in the market, priority must be given to the customer. However, the fact that a product or service is offered to the customer once is not sufficient in terms of competition. In order to maintain this offering in a way that gives the business a competitive advantage, customers must also be taken into account within the scope of after-sales services, which also finds its place in Porter's value chain. Presenting the products produced at one end of the world to customers in different geographies requires a very complex process management in terms of international logistics. The fact that the customer at the last point of this process does not prefer the product in question is more than a simple sales loss. For this reason, all kinds of activities carried out at every stage of the process should focus on the ultimate goal, and while doing this, they should be carried out in a way that is both different from its competitors and creates a cost advantage. Writing this sentence in one breath is not something that can be compared to checking the actions in this complex value web and measuring whether it creates value for the customer. In this context, it is obvious that a performance management system should be established that will represent all the parts that make up the logistics system at an appropriate rate. In addition to traditional critical performance indicators, one of the performance management systems that can be established within the logistics system is the logistics scorecard. In addition to the performance management systems to be established at the level of enterprises, there are some macro criteria that companies that want to invest in a country or establish commercial relations with businesses in that country pay attention to. These are indexed by various international organizations and reported periodically. One of those indices is the Logistics Performance Index conducted by the World Bank. This index evaluates a country's logistics performance according to 6 different criteria and publishes it publicly every 2 years since 2007. As I have tried to emphasize in these brief explanations, the 7th chapter of the book explains how industrialized countries such as Singapore and Germany, especially China, have addressed the challenges of innovation and increasing global trade. In the selection of these countries, attention has been paid to the fact that they are among the leading countries in both the Industrialization League and the Logistics Performance Index. Subsequently, it is explained how logistics can be used as a strategic competition tool by increasing the level of customer service. Accordingly, critical performance indicators that help us evaluate logistics performance at macro and micro levels are discussed. So, this is it for now. To learn more, you can apply to my Strategic Logistics Management book, where you can follow my podcast by subscribing to my channels on Spotify and YouTube. Thank you for joining me on this special journey towards the land of strategic logistics management. The new episode of the podcast series will be available soon. I hope to be with you in the next episodes. Since then, goodbye.